Hello everyone, welcome back. Hi, I'm Chef JT. Welcome in Blake. Hi there, Soph. Welcome in Will. Welcome. Happy Wednesday to you all. Hopefully you're feeling better than I am. My head is not good tonight. Yeah, it happens. Ooh. I'm about 5 grams less there. I'll take it. My head is just pounding tonight. And I also don't have any eggs. I was planning on doing cake tonight and I don't have eggs. I'm debating if I'm gonna try and risk trying to do it without eggs. I don't really know how I will though. There's ways, but had an actually rather frustrating couple of days. I feel like I wasted the entire day yesterday. Good times. But we're working with pineapple today, so everything should be happy, and I'm streaming, and so I shouldn't be a downer. Greatly appreciate all of you joining me tonight. Cheers! Pineapple. Actually, we're going to start... Am I going to be able to figure out this cake? Let's see here. I'm going to try. I don't have high hopes. I should have had butter out earlier. Oh great, it's not a, it's a sticker. Even better, the entire thing was not made in house. Pork. Pretty small. Ribs for country ribs. But we're going with it. Those are more like actual rib size though, but like I sort of think of country ribs and I picture them cutting like 1-inch hunks of shoulder. We're going to start with salt. MSG and pepper. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Cayenne. Regular paprika. Mustard. Just real light coat, just to help our seasonings stick to each of these. There we go, those are all nicely coated with seasoning now. Make sure we don't got any patches in them since we get extra seasoning left over. Okay. You're done for, paprika. Opening our first can of crushed pineapple. I don't know, is that really crushed? That looks more like a chunk. Oh, I guess I could have probably kept that bowl. Because most of the stuff that went into that bowl is going into this next one. Hey, squid. Using a little pineapple. Hey, wolf. Let's just do honey. I have to melt brown sugar. Gonna do a little molasses in my barbecue sauce just to counteract that pineapple and the fact that I'm not using brown sugar. What's he making? Apple cider vinegar. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Need quite a bit of sprinkles in order to suggest a theme. Exclamation mark sprinkles to see how many you have. It's not the same as dough balls or channel points. Smoked paprika, since I use the regular paprika in the other. Cayenne. Ginger, where are you? There you are. We're sort of in the middle of a gumbo week right now. Or not gumbo week, Cajun and Creole week. We're going to be resuming that on Sunday. I started it on Monday, and then we're going Sunday through next Monday, Cajun and Creole, because we have Can It Be Delicious on Friday. I'm doing canned food mystery basket where chat votes on which cans. But we've had all sorts of other themes. We've had one of the regulars that comes in here loves to recommend presidential or royal food favorites. We've got people who've suggested vegan or vegetarian weeks I've done in the past. All sorts of different things. Different cultures, different... We've done, I think, Polish week. I think we've done... Not for a week, but we've certainly had spam on this channel. There's a nice picture of me making some spam fries in my past dishes. They turned out great. Turned them in, breaded them, fried them, and then put them back in the can to sort of serve them, even though I was doing it for myself. I don't know what you serve, if you were in a restaurant, what you would serve spam fries with. Like maybe a salad or something. Mustard. The easier ones to get are the new monthly challenges that I've started, where top clipper of the month and top photo poster in the Discord get a daily theme instead of a week. Like, it takes a good 6 months of watching in order to get... Well, you can speed it up, and you can game the scramble and stuff like that. But in general, just watching, hanging out and stream, it's going to take you about 6 months to get a weekly theme in Sprinkles. Worcestershire. We'll see how that is there as a pineapple included barbecue sauce. Yep, that'll work. Tangy. Acidity, get that heat. Yeah. I mean, it's only got a little cayenne, so it's not like I say heat and chat's immediately like, did you put habaneros in there? Is there... Speaking of burgers, I just did a burger not too long ago. Why am I showing that? I'm not following that. I don't have eggs to even follow that. There we go. There's my burger from my turkey burger. My first time making pretzel buns. They turned out beautiful. That wasn't too long ago. Wolf. That's probably still in Twitch VODs. And since that didn't actually show up on stream there's the one shot of the burger. A turkey burger. Next week's vote's up. Turkey thigh or chicken thighs versus instant coffee for the ingredient challenge for next week. Hey JK, welcome in. So we got our pineapple barbecue sauce chilling here. We got our barbecue, we've got our country ribs well coated. Has our butter warmed up a little bit? Let's give the butter 10 seconds in the microwave to soften up a bit. Ooh, ads already. So we're just gonna mash our butter and sugar with here. Sugar to start while we're in ads. One cup of sugar being poured. And put the barbecue over with the ribs. Separate bowl, we're going to mix buttermilk powder, quarter cup of half and half, quarter cup of water, cold water. I already got my fork dirty with barbecue. This is just feeding me. Can of pineapple, crushed pineapple. vanilla extract. Must. Welcome, welcome. Back over to dry side. Let's see. We can do the salt in there first. For those that might have missed something from the ads or something, we've got our butter and sugar cream together. Over here we got a half cup of butter and a cup of sugar, white sugar. I just added a pinch of salt to that. And then over here we have buttermilk powder, half and half water, and a whole can of crushed pineapple. Now we need to find what I did with my cup measure, because we need to add a cup of flour to this. Oh, hey, how perfect. I'm calling this my dry. I understand typically the butter is considered wet in the mixing of this stuff, but here you go. Should have bought another pound of butter. Butter was on sale the other day and I bought 2 pounds of it. Should have bought another. Are we switching sides tonight? Let me check something here. I didn't check if the GoPro is working tonight. Please work. It never works when I start it up after OBS. I don't think it's gonna work. So now we're buttering our pan up. Oven on preheat. Baking soda. Baking powder, baking soda. We're adding all the leaveners to this because we don't have eggs. I could add a pinch of vinegar too, but I'm not going to go there. Actually, what I could add is a splash of lemon juice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Lemon juice ain't gonna hurt. I mean, we got the pineapple, it's got some acidity to it already, but a little splash of lemon juice. Wets into the dries. And we hope we have something that's gonna solidify into a cake. And we're gonna let this sit. I'm not gonna put this in the pan until we're ready to go to the oven. I guess we move on to side dish tonight. We can reuse you for the side dish. One more check on the GoPro. Nope. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! It worked. It worked. We have face cam. I hope. We have face cam? It was working. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna take a minute for the... That's the other thing though, it's sort of funny. It's almost like it needs to wake up because I have it running on a different machine. And so, sometimes it doesn't quite get going initially. I don't know. Okay. So we'll do side dish next, which involves several items, but we need full chunks of pineapple along with our crushed pineapple for this dish. Hi, Nan Reader. Welcome, welcome. Has my demeanor changed, chap? Because I feel so much better than I did when I started this stream. I was feeling like absolute junk when I started this stream. I hope so. I hope it's... like, it's amazing how much just mild and minor pain destroys my attitude. We're gonna drain the chunks
somewhat tempted to keep the juice for I don't know what. I don't know why I'm really keeping the juice either, because yeah, even with the Primo pineapple, it's got that canned. Pineapple has this canned flavor that's just almost impossible to get rid of. Alright, so we got chunks and we got mash. Now we need cheddar. This is apparently a Southern classic I haven't heard of before. That's about right. It's basically pineapple glued together with cheese in a casserole dish. I figured chat would approve of that. I say that and chat approves of just about any dish. The ratio is this can to 2 cups of cheese. That may be slightly over 2 cups, but we're in the ballpark. Is that a pie dish? You're more than that. And I'm not going to do this, but the recipes I read for this actually add sugar to this dish. And then the true thing that tells you that it's Southern is the topping. Here's crackers. These cutesy little packs that they're putting out now. So that is our side dish completed for tonight. Other than baking. Not sure how I want to do things from here. We'll get rid of the pineapple juice. I'm not making a drink with that. The reason I know that flavor with pineapple, though, is when I moved out to LA initially, like, the drink in the bars in LA was Surfers on Acid. At least at the ones that I visited. And, which, if you're unfamiliar with the drink, I forget the whole combination, but the major two players there are pineapple juice and Jägermeister. I just can't, like, the flavor, the metal, you can just tell that it's just, you can tell when they're using canned junk. It's not junk. I shouldn't say junk. But you can tell when they're using canned pineapple juice. It's just... Which most of them were, because cheap bars. The bars. I say cheap bars. All businesses are in the business to make money, but... Let's see if this is going to fit in the pan. The real question, is it going to solidify, chat? Let me see what the recommended bake time is on this pineapple. Casserole. Oh, they added butter to theirs. I'm not going to bother with butter. Theirs looks a little bit drier than mine does, but not really. Where's the baking directions? 30 minutes, 350. I should have just guessed that. That's like... We don't know how long it'll take. 350, 30 minutes. Can I cook both of these on the pan? I have no idea how long this cake's going to take, but it's probably going to take at least as long as this. Oh, it's at 350. So let's go in with both of these. Set a 30-minute timer. How about that? It's still not switching for me. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I don't want to turn that on. The computer that does the switching for me isn't on tonight, chat. Part of my hassles of yesterday. So I guess there's no camera switching tonight. I'm sitting here debating whether I should try grilling these or if I should just pan sear them. I think we're going to go with searing these and then simmering them with some pork stock. No, I didn't mean to stop the music. We'll do a little manual switching tonight. Got a little oil in the pan. We got our stock reducing over here. Let's start searing our pieces of pork here. Our so-called ribs. I got more rice. That's what the giant bag is back there. Lots of jasmine rice in the house now. Just get a nice sear on them, and we'll pull them back out of the pan. We'll add the stock in, put them back in with the stock, and cook it down.
Cervezas. Cervezas are the best selling beers out of the top 3. Or 2 of the top out of the 3. I royally screwed up saying that, but anyways. I want this about halfway up them. We want this bubbling, but we don't want it roll and boil. Do want to make sure that we get all of it up to temp, though. I'm going to turn that back up for a second, make sure all of that's going to come to a boil. So far, it's only we need heat over here. Now that we're definitely all up to temp, we'll turn it down.
What's going on in the world this evening, chat? What's new? What's happening? We got some hangout time. Or I might do an AFK, but... yeah, not much going on out there. Hey, Zach. You got pineapple barbecue sauce chilling in front of you there. We've got pork country ribs. Not really ribs. Slow cooking in pork stock and a whole bunch of seasoning. We've got a potential failure of a pineapple cake in the oven. And lastly, we've got pineapple casserole in the oven. Casserole and the cake, at the quickest, they're going to be another 15 minutes. So we're starting just chilling right now. The pork, I'm just slowly cooking it through the rest of the way I seared it and just slowly cooking it. You can be pretty, like, it's cuts a shoulder. It's something that you can braise for a long time until it falls apart, or you can treat it a little bit more like a steak. But it's relatively ready to go as soon as you sear it. Let's see here. Oxtail curry? I don't even hardly see oxtails for sale anymore. Like, I know for a long time they've been the beef cheap cut that you get that has been overly expensive for years because it's the cheap cut people buy. Beyond that, I bet you that along with, I notice hawks aren't in the markets near as much as they used to be too, and they're both good buddies. I wonder if it's the prevalence of all of the pre-cooked vacuum packed meats that we have now, because I've had several of those, and several of those are very obviously like shank meat that's been turned into barbecue. I wonder if that's where they're all going. I mean, once you cook them, they're relatively easy to handle. It's until you cook them, they're a pain in the butt. But oxtail curry, I don't do a ton of beef curries. I don't do a ton of curries, period. Indian food is sort of what I think of my least knowledgeable area of food. But of the curries I do, it's typically more pork or chicken or tofu or... Hopefully it turned out well for you.
Okay. Tyra Banks is going to be making hot ice cream? Or at least she's marketing a hot ice cream? Apparently it's a video that I'm not going to be watching of this. Thank you for the resub. Or for the subscription. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a good evening, Chad Stacks. We're sort of chilling right now. I'm reading about Tyra Banks trying to sell hot ice cream that sounds a lot not like ice cream. Like, you don't drink ice cream. Like, they're saying you drink it, but it's not liquid. And, like, how? It sort of needs to be liquid to be drunk. The thing about this is I know it's going to be just another one of these. They put gelatin in it, or they put agar in it so that they stay more solid at warm temps. Like, there was a number of ice cream chains that have gotten in trouble for that. I forget whether it was it Cold Stone? One of them got into, like, issues with people. Like, one of them was advertising their ice creams don't melt, but there was another one that, like, got into trouble for it. Regardless, they're just adding other things into them. So I'm curious what the heck she's putting into her ice cream. Given that it's Tyra Banks marketing it, I don't have high hopes of it being an actual, like, ice cream hit. Like, in my mind, this is at best going to be some sort of, like, fitness cheat item that they're going to market to yuppies. Or hope to sell to yuppies. Ooh, pickle store. New York pickle store just opened. Looks more like a restaurant than a pickle store. No, let's check if the bot's actually got any news for me tonight. Oh, Samsung's releasing a headset now too.
Someone was just talking to me about cruise ships, and the first thing on this list of the food industry things is 2025 has been a nightmare year for getting violently ill on cruise ships. Like, I don't know if I've had this conversation on stream or not before, but I sort of don't get cruise ships. Like, I get the times you want to be on a boat to go see something on a boat. Like, I get going on a cruise to go see, you know, the Alaskan ice cave, or, you know, Antarctic type things, or, you know, things like that. I don't get going on a big giant boat just to go sit on a beach somewhere. Especially when the boats are more and more just hotels that are just like ran to be as cheap as possible while giving you one or two things to Instagram about. Hi, Dragon. Yeah, it's like, I know a number of them have gotten into getting like their own islands and stuff like that so that they can have their own staff that has no nationality that they have to worry about it disrespecting. It's just so that they have this like destination for you to go to on the cruise. I just don't like. Have we not gotten over the fad of the fact that you can take a boat across an ocean? Like, I understand the initial, you know, taking a plane ride for the plane ride for the first time, or I've never been on a plane, or planes are a new thing back in the day, or ships are a new thing back in the day. That hasn't worn off yet. I have no Shadsex. I have no idea what the health inspections are like on a cruise ship, but yeah, I imagine. Yeah. It does remind me of. This is another one, a completely separate thing. Don't get water on an airplane. Don't get water. Don't get coffee. Don't drink out of their tanks. Like, if anyone saw the fuel disaster that happened the other night, that's the same sort of staff that's both connecting both the waste and freshwater hoses to the airport, to the airplane. They're both on the same truck. And they're only legally required to be inspected, I forget it's 3 or 6 months. But, like, they are not inspected to be free of contamination very often. The coffee is only slightly better because they probably boiled it. But definitely stay away from the they're not getting it from like, most of the time, I don't know, every airline that I have been on has used bottled water when they're, you know, doing service on the plane. Feel sort of sorry for the dude that got into that whole fuel disaster the other day. Was that in Florida? Like, even if the guy was trained better than that, his boss was probably telling him to get the stuff done. I mean, it was one dude doing that whole thing set up by himself. That cake I'm definitely going to give some more time to. Hey, Cream Delish. I think we might be okay with this casserole, though. Let's take a look at this casserole. Oh, I want to give the casserole a little more time, too. Cake needs at least, I would say at least, oh, I'm turned around on my cameras now. The cake, I'm going to say, needs at least another 20 to 30 minutes. Like, it looks like it's starting to get there. It's not there yet. Again, for anyone just joining in, we're winging the cake, and there's good question if it's going to be successful or not. Gio, and get back from that. We're not 100% that the cake is going to work because I forgot to buy eggs. And so we're doing an eggless pineapple cake for our pineapple cake. Let's see, going back to the news here for a moment. Ooh, that's a toughie that I hadn't considered before. That could be a killer for their business. Like, that's one food business that could actually kill. HelloFresh is dealing with a listeria contamination. Ooh. If I remember correctly, listeria is the one that's more of a deli meat one, and it's one of these things where it just infects the refrigerators, and you just can't, like, facilities just linger with it because they just can't get rid of it. They'll replace stuff, they'll replace freezers, they'll replace storage units, and it just still stays there. So that's a tough, like, and it's not like, what are you gonna go, like, is there even competition for them anymore? I know there used to be a couple of them, but I thought they all consolidated at this point. Like, is there still a Blue Apron competitor to HelloFresh? Marriott's top food trends in Asia. Omakase, fine casual, and burgers. Interesting. That's not very trendy. I know burgers in Asia is not exactly mainstream, but burgers? Like, that's sort of like, you know, pizza trending. Like, four most common mistakes that new chefs make. Starting a recipe unprepared. I swear I had eggs today, chat. Not measuring or scaling dishes or learning how to use a scale. I know how to use a scale, at least. Not learning basic cooking techniques. I think I got most of those down. Ignoring their instincts. Your gut is usually right. Yeah, that was a useless article. So let me see what they're hyping here as far as an oven. Oh wow, this thing looks like this isn't gonna fit in any kitchen. Oh wow, yeah, we're gonna need to share this one, I think. Let's see here. Yeah. Why are we not living with this in our lives, chat? We all need this. Let's switch to studio mode to fix this. Why are we not living with this, chat? This AI-powered oven can precisely reverse sear and slow cook anything while taking up a maximum amount of space on your counter at any and all times, and is painted a color that I would never want in my kitchen. So it's a pressure cooker oven that steams. Too much? How much did they're charging for this? Only $700. It's $400 off. I'm certain there's kitchens that you could fit this into. With this design, I'm looking at the design, and you're designing a kitchen around this at this point. Like, I don't know of a normal kitchen where that's going to sit nicely anywhere, especially considering, at least in the US, you would want a hood over the top of it. It's an oven. Yeah, that's a bit silly. I have a feeling the Titan submarine was not as well built as that oven. Like, that oven is solid metal. Look at that. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's a Kickstarter, and it sounds like they're making their money to make their Kickstarter, so, I mean... I love that the oven is AI powered, though. Like... What, is it taking a picture of everything you put into it and self-analyzing what cook time it needs? Like... Ooh, a San Francisco chef got arrested for bank robberies. Hopefully that wasn't playing. Not familiar with his name, but then again, I'm not a San Francisco chef insider. But apparently a San Francisco chef robbed 3 banks in a day. Let's pull this casserole out. This casserole has to be done by now. The cake... Nope, cake isn't there yet. I think I want to give the cake another 20 minutes, though. We've got about an inch of solid, decent cake-like material on the outside. The center hasn't solidified yet, and it just needs a bit more. This is looking lovely. I sort of feel like I should have put more breadcrumbs on the top of that, or more Ritz crackers on top of that, because they almost like melted into it. Oops. Show chat what I'm talking about. Let's just bring it over the counter here. I put a pretty good amount of Ritz crackers on the top of that, and they just sort of dissolved in. I really feel like maybe I should have done more. I think we can do more. I think we can do more on top. We're still baking cake, so it's not like this is going to take us more time. Leave myself 3 to snack on. For anyone just tuning in, this is actually a southern recipe I hadn't heard of before. I saw all sorts of recipes for it online when I found it, but it's essentially just 3 ingredients. It's pineapple. I've got both chunked and crushed, but pineapple, cheddar cheese, and Ritz crackers. So just going back in the oven, get a little bit more bake time. The cake, yeah, we're giving that full time too. And these are not going to hurt by just chilling here in the warm water. I say warm water, but in their seasoning and pork stock. And so I think I'm going to take a 15-minute breather here, since we're just waiting on things in the oven. I've already sort of gone through the news on, at least on the food news. Unless you want to hear me complain about politics and how the world is coming to an end. We don't want that. And so I will see all of your lovely faces back here in 15 minutes.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cuts clear, clean stencils unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.
On that Jell-O cake for Johnny's Scout meeting tomorrow. Okay, Daddy. It's so easy to make a cake with Betty Crocker cake mix. I'll make her another one. White cake, devil's food, yellow cake.
It's a good thing her mom's modern. I'm Betty Crocker. With my yellow cake mix, all you do is add water and a couple of fresh eggs. The other ingredients are in the package. Same fine things you'd use right in your own home. You'll get a perfect cake just like this, or write General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they'll send your money back. A high cake, a light cake, a better tasting cake.
And don't think it isn't. That's why Betty Crocker herself says,
I guarantee a perfect cake every time you bake, cake after cake after cake.
Morris, America's finest cigarette, presents the Lucille Ball Desi Arnaz show, I Love Lucy. Good evening, and welcome. In a moment, we'll look in on Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, but before we do, may I ask a very personal question? The question is simply this. Do you inhale? Well, I do, and chances are you do too. And because you inhale, you're better off, much better off, smoking Philip Morris. And for good reason. You see, Philip Morris is the one cigarette proved definitely less irritating, definitely milder than any other leading brand. That's why, when you inhale, you're better off smoking Philip Morris. Later in the show, you'll see how you can prove that fact to yourself. But right now, why not light up a Philip Morris and enjoy America's finest cigarette as we watch Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz in I Love Lucy.
Something new has been added. The General Electric portable mixer now has a drink mixer for delicious shakes and juice drinks in quicker than a shake. An extra attachment at no extra cost. This GE portable mixer weighs less than 3 pounds, yet it's powerful enough to blend the heaviest batter. Also mixes sauces at the range. It has low speed for cookie dough, medium speed for beating frostings, and high speed for whipping egg whites. And look, this handy push button releases the beaters at a touch. And no dangling cord. You can remove the cord so it stores neatly on the wall. Comes in 4 decorator colors. See it at your GE dealers. Does any mixing job anywhere.
Univac, the giant electronic brain made only by Remington Rand, takes business statistics from magnetic tape, letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, processing them through its electronic circuits at phenomenal speeds. Univac can compute payrolls electronically, then produce printed checks in a flash. Over 8,000 checks an hour with this high-speed printer. Univac leads the field of electronic computing.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment right. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use 1 approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, 1 approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
I'm a guitar and I have strings. I like to play while someone sings. Hi, gang. Do you recognize this mouse guitar? It's just like the one the Mouseketeers gave me. And now Mattel Toy Makers, the people who made my mouse guitar, have a big surprise for you. You can have your very own mouse guitar just like mine. And look, I wrote out all the instructions so you can learn to play the songs we play on the show. Remember, gang, you can now get the mouse guitar wherever toys are sold for only $4. Hey, I almost forgot. Be sure to see the Mouse Guitar Junior, too. Just turn the crank and it plays the Mouseketeer theme song. The Mouseketeer Junior is only $1.80. Be sure to look for this label, gang. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Off into space. Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen with an out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios with power protein, plus vitamin B1 for Go Power. And now, here's a special out-of-this-world free offer. This Moon Rocket Kit, both a toy and an exciting game. First, blast off. It separates in midair and lands 2 spacemen on a moon map. You get this wonderful game only through this free offer. Send your name and address and one V8 label plus one box top from these specially marked packages of Cheerios, Kicks, or Frosty-O's to Moon Rocket Kit, Mount Vernon 10, New York. Get Campbell's V8 cocktail vegetable juice with any one of these Big G cereals.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin dinner napkins.
Paper napkins? Oh, no.
I don't mean thin little paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are 2-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins are big. They cover your whole lap, and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal, and they leave no lint.
They are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find Doeskin dinner napkins, Doeskin facial tissues, and other Doeskin products at your favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drugstore. Look for the brown dispenser box.
Doeskin.
Better buy Bird's Eye. Better buy Bird's Eye.
Yes, always look for this Bird's Eye Bird, your guarantee of top quality frozen food. And your big Bird's Eye buy this week is Bird's Eye Orange Juice. Easy, you can serve it in a minute. Thrifty, it will save you money. Orchard fresh and delicious.
Better buy Bird's Eye. Better buy Bird's Eye.
Hey, kids, look what's new. A brand new cereal just for you. Twinkles, the new star-shaped cereal in the storybook package. See? Inside, delicious, crispy, crinkly stars. And outside, a real storybook. All about Twinkles, the magic elephant. See him fly with his rotor tail. Watch him do tricks with his magic trunk. Meet Twinkle's friends, Fulton the inventor, Sanford the parrot, Wilbur the monkey, and more. Read all about their adventures on every storybook package of Twinkles. And wait till you taste those golden little stars, filled with the goodness of energy oats and corn. Remember, only Twinkles has the storybook package. Just tear the magic line and your storybook opens. Twinkles, the new star-shaped cereal in the storybook package.
When you have a Labatt's, you have an adventure. Canadian Light, that's Labatt's. It's a great new taste in beer. Enjoy import quality at USA prices. Have an adventure. Have a Labatt's.
A pleasure, Milton. In just a moment, we'll see how well Milton does at the Pentagon. But if you want to see busy hands at your house, just you offer this lively Christmas party dip that's so good to serve with king-size Fritos corn chips. Just follow the recipe right on the Fritos package. Of course, it calls for the famous Philadelphia brand cream cheese, an 8-ounce package, which we blended with 2 tablespoons of milk till it's nice and smooth, like so. Then come 2 tablespoons of Kraft cream-style horseradish for zesty flavor, a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and finally, a dash of salt. And we'll blend our Philly mixture again. And when party time comes, let the folks enjoy this wonderful Philly horseradish dip with crisp king-size Fritos. There are those busy hands. Just remember, you make the best-tasting dips with the freshest-tasting cream cheese you can buy. Philadelphia brand cream cheese, made only by Kraft.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none-such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new None Such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for Movie Week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread gives you 7 ounces of non-fat milk solids in every loaf, the equal of 90 quarts a year if you serve it regularly. Every sandwich you make, every snack, gives you extra milk. For wonderful flavor combined with sound food values, serve Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread in the pantry pack.
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set. See how much smaller it is than my head? Now I'd like to show you the same close-up on a 21-inch set. There. Just look at the difference. She's as big as I am now. You can have big screen close-ups just like that. Close-ups as large as life with RCA Victor's great new 21-inch model, the Master 21, at the lowest 21-inch price in RCA Victor history, as little as $199.95. Visit your RCA Victor dealer soon. See television's greatest value, the Master 21, big screen 21-inch quality TV for $199.95. And remember, every year more people buy RCA Victor than any other television.
Welcome back. Get the music going here again. So let's see here. When ads run through. Another 15 seconds on the ad. Ad people to get back. Welcome in, Jonna. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull out this pineapple casserole for a second time after adding more breadcrumb to the top. Which, that is looking like a casserole. It's cheesy, it's bubbly, it smells like pineapple. I'm doing this with pork tonight. I have an assumption that this is likely a dish that goes with a ham dinner. But we're doing it with pork tonight anyways. Let's take a look at this cake here next. I think we have a cake. Sort of. We have an eggless cake. Okay, next steps. We're going to pull the pork. and crank the heat. Reduce that down to nothing. We're going to mix it with the barbecue sauce we made earlier to make our final sauce for with our pork. We'll serve that with the pineapple. Then we got cake for dessert. Wiggling as a whole. I'm somewhat astonished that this turned out. Like, I expected this to be a liquidy, like, I expected some of it to, like, solidify around the edges, at the very least, like, give me at least that much, but I had fears that we were going to have a liquidy center that wasn't going to set nicely, and that looks like that is set beautifully. Like, actually, I'm going to even toothpick. I'm going to even toothpick it. These aren't really a toothpick, but they'll work. Ooh, Raiders! Welcome! Now that came out clean. We cooked! Welcome, Raiders. Hello, I am Chef JT. Thank you so much for that raid, Fork. Thank you, thank you. On Wednesdays I do ingredient challenges. Tonight's ingredient challenge is to work with crushed pineapple. I do weekly votes in my Discord, and they've voted for pineapple this week. I've been doing this for years, so it's we're having a sort of chill night as far as that's concerned. This is not the most complex ingredient challenge. The challenge is to use it sweet and savory. It's not so much putting me on the spot to use something, but to use it in multiple ways. And so we've got a pineapple cake, which I put together without eggs, because I realized as I was pressing going live that I didn't have eggs in the house. So we have an eggless pineapple cake. We have a southern dish that I haven't encountered before or heard of before, really. But this is pineapple casserole. I think it's probably a little bit more traditionally like one of those dishes with ham, because pineapple and ham are a pretty traditional combination. But this is essentially, well, this is nothing but pineapple, a combination of chunked and crushed pineapple, cheddar cheese, and a topping of Ritz crackers, baked in the oven until it becomes a gooey, delicious mess. And the last part of tonight's... Thank you. And the last part of the evening that we're working on, we're waiting on, sort of, is I have been simmering country ribs on the oven, on the stove. Let's flip cameras here. Sorry, my auto swap isn't working because one of my computers is down tonight. We have the liquid that I've been cooking that pork down in. We're reducing this down to sec, or until it's almost dry. And then we're going to mix that with our crushed pineapple barbecue sauce that I made early on in the stream. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the raid, Pork. If you're still hanging out with us, where are we all coming from? What were we doing tonight? What were we making? Playing? Doing? We're doing, we got a couple of interesting nights here coming up from my side. You think it was soup? Tom yum soup. Tom yum gonang? Which, no idea on proper pronunciations. I hear bubbling behind me. That sounds like we're getting drier. Let's see what we got back here. I say that, I can see it on the screen, but... yeah, we're getting there. This is also homemade pork stock. There's a whole lot of color and stuff here because I heavily seasoned these tonight. So there's a whole bunch of other flavor here. But the liquid base here is mostly just my homemade pork stock. Which this is the leftovers that I defrosted. Alright, now that we got all of that, let's get a spatula for this. Whoa. Yeah, that doesn't... That reminds me of high school. So mixing the pork stock / sauce from braising the pork with our homemade crushed pineapple barbecue sauce. And we'll add our pork back in there. Hi, Crowdlot. Crowdlot's one of our big ingredient challenge submitters. No. There we go. So we got our pineapple cake. We can do this up with a bit of pineapple, with a bit of powdered sugar to finish the cake up. So we've got that loveliness. We got our eggless pineapple cake. Are we there yet? Can I put this all together in a plate? I think we are. Let's give these all a toss in the sauce. And then let's see how our pineapple casserole worked out here. There's no real crust on the bottom. I'm just trying to preserve the top for getting it on the plate. Smells cheesy, smells pineapple-y. I guess I'm using all the towels tonight. Well, I mean, yeah, that's sort of one of those pineapple on pizza type questions. Do they work together? I might have to wait and give. I need to try all of that together, give my full thoughts on that. Which I say I do in Discord. I'm not really great at doing that, but I try to say how I like dishes or not in Discord, but like I said, I'm not very good at actually doing that at the same time. Let's take a couple photos for the Discord for all that stuff. Turn the oven off now. And I don't think you need. You're still pretty warm on bottom. We're going to give this a while to cool down before I try and break into this. Give ourselves maximum absorption time. And I will try and take a photo of this once I played it too, since it was absolutely an experiment tonight, whether this was going to work out or not. For those just joining in, I pressed play, or pressed go live, and then realized, oh, I'm making a cake. Do I have eggs? No. So I modified the cake on the fly to be eggless. But, I mean, that's looking... I'm getting more shake there from the video than I am from myself. So I think that might have worked out for us tonight. I'll try and get a photo of it and hope it comes out alright. But it's definitely going to sit another hour or two. Photos of all of this deliciousness will be in the Discord. Fix something here quick. If you are curious or interested in having your own say in next week's challenge, we can get out of studio mode so I can actually switch the channel and stop spamming chat. We have this week's vote already up for next week. It's going to be chicken thighs versus instant coffee. So whichever one gets the most votes, instant coffee's gotten a couple of votes during the stream, is going to be next week's project or challenge. You can make your own suggestions in the ingredient suggestion channel just below the Wednesday dinner vote, where ones with the most votes make it to the main vote. But I do think that is where I am going to call things for this evening. We're sort of in the middle of Cajun and Creole week. We have viewer submitted challenge week, but I had a couple of things already sort of half scheduled in this week. So we have our weekly ingredient challenge, and Friday I'm going to be doing Can It Be Delicious, which is I do it once a month. I have 25 cans and chat votes for 5. I have to make dinner out of those 5 cans, whatever those 5 cans are. And then Sunday, and next Monday, and next Friday, going to be doing more Creole and Cajun foods. Going to be doing slow cooked pork and grits on Sunday. Going to be doing I forget what all else I got on the list here. I think I got gumbo on Monday, and I think I have pasta jambalaya, but made with pasta instead of rice next Friday. I wish you all a great finish out to your week. I hope to see you back here on Friday night.